So, hello everyone. My name is Evan Relano from BS Ed English, and this is the part 1 of our discussion about the analysis, the interpretation, and use of data. Objectives. At the end of this lesson, you're expected to analyze test scores using measures of central tendency, measures of variability, measures of position, and measures of covariability. What are measures of central tendency? Measures of central tendency means the central location or point of convergence of a set of values. So when we say measures of central tendency, it is a summary measure that attempts to describe a whole set of data with a single value that represents the middle or centre of its distribution. So there are three main measures of central tendency: the mean, the median, and the mode. First is, what is the mean? So the mean is the most preferred measure of central tendency for use with test scores, also referred to as the arithmetic mean. So the mean is the sum of the value of each observation in a data set divided by the number of observation. So mean is also known as the arithmetic average. So in finding the mean, we have the formula to follow, which is the bar x is the mean, the x is the sum of all the scores, and n is the number of scores in the set. So here's an example. As you can see, we use the group test scores. So may class interval, may midpoint, may frequency, may total number of frequency, may cumulative frequency, ag may cumulative percentage. So if makararo aton nga ginagamit nga kind of test, to aton nga formula nga ginagamit is katdo yun sa idagom nga x is the midpoint of the class interval, f is the frequency of each class interval, and n is the total frequency. So sa pagbuo it mean, do aton nga first nga obrahon is to add all the test scores. So di kara sa example, do total it test scores nga ron is 4,720. Then pag na total na naton tanan, the next naton nga i-identify is the total frequency. So here the total frequency naton is 100. Next, ro aton nga obrahan is to solve gon para mabuo naton do mean. So 4,720 divided by 100 is equals to 47.2. So the aton nga mean is 47.2. So tandaan naton nga if do aton nga test scores is group, daya nga formula ro aton nga ginagamit. So paano mata if the aton nga test scores is naka-ungroup? So example here, looking at the retirement age distribution, we have 54, 54, 54, 55, 56, 57, 57, 58, 58, 60, 60. So the mean is calculated by adding together all the values. So from 54 up to 60 is gina-add naton tanan. So the total is 623. And dividing by the number of observations, which is 11. So the mean or the average is of the retirement age is 56.6 years. Gets? Okay, so ay sayo na ako nga familiar kamo sa mean, ag median, ag mode nga ra. So if na-observe ninyo sa pagbuo it average it ato nga grades, do ginagamit karon is the mean. Okay? So next is the median. So the median is the value that divides the rank score into halves, or the middle value of the rank scores. So the median is the middle value in distribution when the values are arranged in ascending or descending order. So when we say ascending, it from lowest to highest, and descending is from highest to lowest. So sa pagbuog it median, dapat i-arrange anay naton sanda either ascending or descending. So we have the formula to follow, which is the median, where L is the lower limit of the median class, N is the number of observations, F is the frequency of median class, H is the class size, CF is the cumulative frequency of class preceding the median class. So here, example, median of group data. So the following data represents the survey regarding the heights in cm or centimeter of 51 girls of class X. So find the median height. So height in centimeter less than 140. Number of girls is 4, less than 145 is 11, less than 150 is 29, less than 155 is 40, less than 160 is 46, less than 165 is 51. So next is the solution. So to find the median height, first we need to find the class intervals and their corresponding frequencies. So the given distribution is in the form of being less than type 145 to 150 and 165 gives the upper limit. Thus, the class should be below 140, 140 up to 145, 145 up to 150, 150 up to 155, 155 to 160, and 160 to 165. So from the given distribution, it is observed that 4 girls are below 140. Therefore, the frequency of class intervals below 140 is 4. 11 girls are there with heights less than 145 and 4 girls with weight less than 140. So hence, the frequency distribution for the class interval is 140 to 145 is equals to 11 minus 4 is equals to 7. Likewise, the frequency of 145 to 150 is equals to 29 minus 11 is equals to 18. Next is the frequency of 150 to 155 is 40 minus 29 is equals to 11. Frequency of 160 to 165 is equals to 51 minus 146 is equals to 5. Therefore, the frequency distribution along with the cumulative frequencies are given below. So, the ato niya class intervals is below 140. So, sa class intervals below 140 is 140, 145, 145, 150, and so on. So, frequency is 4, 7, 18, 11, 6, 5. Cumulative frequency is 4, 11, 29, 40, 46, and 51. So, here, the aton nga N is the 51. So, therefore, N divided by 2 is equals to 51 divided by 2, which is equal to 25.5. Thus, the observations lie between the class interval 145 to 150 which is called the median class. So therefore, lower class limit natin is 145. So the class size is 5. Frequency of the median class is 18, and the cumulative frequency of the class preceding the median class is 11. So we know that the formula to find the median of the group data is this. Now, substituting the values in the formula, we get median is equals to 145 plus 25.5 is equals to 11 divided by 18 times 5. Next is 145 plus 72.5 divided by 18. That's give us 145 plus 4.03, and the median is 149.03. Therefore, the median height for the given data is 149.03 cm. So the median of the heights of girls is 149.03 in centimeter. Okay, so daya if naka group data imaw. So the median divides the distribution in half. So from the word median sa middle. So there are 50% of observations on either side of the median value. So in a distribution with an odd number of observations, the median value is the middle value. Okay? Okay. So here is another examples if nasaan group data imaw. So same example nga nasa mean. Looking at the retirement age distribution, which has 11 observations, the median is the middle value, which is 57 years. So, do ato niya ginausoy is doon nga median. So, when the distribution has an even number of observations, the median value is the mean of the two middle values. So, in the following distribution, the two middle values are 56 and 57. Therefore, the median equals 56.5 years. So, doon do aton nga median if may una imaw nga even number. Pag uwa imaw it even number, do aton nga median is nasa ibabaw, which is the 57 years. So, the median, tandaan naton nga nasa middle. Okay? So, if nasa idalom nga ra makaron do aton nga situation, pwede naton gamitan it mean. So, we have to add the 56 and 57 then divided by 2. So, doon do magiging aton nga median. Okay, so next, the last one is the mode. So, the mode is a score or value with the highest frequency in the test scores. So, the mode is the most commonly occurring value in distribution. So, the mode is ang pinaka maabuit frequency sa sangka test scores. So, sa mode, may una kitang ginasunod nga formula, which is kung if naka-group data. So, where F1 is a frequency of the modal class, F0 is a frequency of the class preceding the modal class, F2 is the frequency of the class exceeding the model class. H is the size of the class intervals, and L is the lower limit of the model class. So here's an example. A survey has been conducted by a group of students on 20 households in a locality as shown in the following frequency distribution table. So find the mode for the given data. So solution. From the given table, it is observed that the maximum class frequency is 8. 8 is ang pinaka maabo, and the corresponding class interval is 3 ag 5. Therefore, the modal class for the given data is 3, 5. Okay? So, next is the lower limit of modal class is 3. Here's the size of family. Ang sa 8, ang lower class limit natin is 3. Class size is 2. Frequency of modal class is 8. The frequency of class preceding to modal class is 7. Frequency of class succeeding to modal class is 2. So we know that the formula to find the mode of the group theta is yan. So next, now we are going to substitute the values in the mode formula. So we get 3 plus 8 minus 7 is divided by 2 times 8 minus 7 minus 2 times 2. So 3 plus 2 divided by 7, we have 21 plus 3 divided by 7. So 23 divided by 7 is equals to 3.286. Therefore, the mode of the given group theta is 3.286. So, the aton nga mode sa daya nga kind of data is 3.286. So, paano mata if nasa ungroup data imaw? So, consider that this data set showing the retirement age of 11 people in whole years. So, same example sa mean, sa median. So, we have the age is 54, the frequency is 3. So, ang ginaosin natin is ang mode, which is the maximum. So, the most commonly occurring value is 54. Therefore, the mode of this distribution is 54 years because imaw may pinaka maabo nga frequency. Okay? So, it is also possible for there to be more than one mode for the same distribution of data, just like bimodal or multimodal. So, the presence of more than one mode can limit the ability of the mode in describing the center or typical value of the distribution because a single value to describe the centric cannot be identified. Okay, so to sum up, mean is the most used measure of central tendency because it is appropriate for interval and ratio variables, which are higher levels of measurements. Next is median. So we could have one very high score or very few high scores and many low scores. So this is especially true when the test is difficult or when students are not well prepared for the test. Hence, the median is a better measures. And the last one is the mode, which is determined by the highest frequency of observations that makes it a normal statistic. So that's all, and I hope that you've learned something from this.